Oh, I got here like 2 hours ago, and I like just finished setting up in time. Uh, so I guess, as has been the case the past couple of days, I've been dog sitting, and I Norman Reedus'd all my stuff over to the dog sitting location. And I thought that last night was going to be my last day, so I packed it all up, and I Norman Reedus'd it back, and then I was like, uh-oh, Animal Crossing. And so I had to Norman Reedus it back, and here we are. I literally have a dog in my lap, and this time you can hear him, because he's wearing his little jingly collar, so that's great. But alongside dog sitting and streaming, something that I've been doing during the day, when I am not feeding them, is playing Animal Crossing. Apollo's got a costume! Guys, we're gonna be in for a good time. But yeah, for the past while, I kind of fell off the wagon with Animal Crossing. But I got all this free time with the dogs, and I just like got really, really, really into farming like Nook Miles. We'll get to that in a second when you guys see my totals. My god. I'm not sure whether or not I should be more excited about the hat or the sweater with the flower patch. Good evening, everyone. Right now in Yaeville, it's 7:58 on Saturday, October 31st, 2020. Until 12 midnight tonight, we'll be treating you to a special Halloween event. And no, this is not a trick. Everyone will be dressed up, or we'll give out candy to folks in costume. It sounds like so much fun. Sadly, I won't be able to take part from behind my desk, but this hat has plenty of Halloween spirit. Isabelle, you take like every Saturday and or Sunday off with the fireworks. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you in your enjoyment of our island. Thank you, Isabelle. The whining noises you hear right now are actually from Isabelle herself. The one sitting in my lap is name of Harley, and they're the only one who's like this clingy and always wants attention. The other ones are like already asleep behind me, but anyways, so first things first, I've got a couple more pumpkins than I initially expected to have. And you may say, Griffin, whore that you are, for symmetry, why would you lay out your pumpkins like this? I'm gonna show you. Watch this. That is also Isabelle, but the evil werewolf Isabelle. But look, when you water them, they're like in the exact perfect formation to like maximize the 2x3 6 pumpkin watering sprays. I don't think I actually need to do this, but I just wanted to demonstrate. I felt really proud of this arrangement, so that's good. Because apparently, the recipes that you use to craft like the Halloween furniture requires a lot more pumpkins than I thought they did. But it's okay, because I got a Jack of Lantern watching my goodies. Also, these flowers that I planted came out tremendously. Not only do we have pink ones that came out of nowhere, we have black ones that came out of nowhere. And this is very Halloween-y. So I'm very much looking forward to making something of that. Guys, there's a full moon on this Halloween in Animal Crossing and in the real life. Oh. This is mischievous music. I don't know if I like this. Balloon! Also, another new addition. Raymond is here now. Raymond lives at the bottom of my gay mansion cliff. Because I already had this road that kind of went to nowhere until now. And his house was misaligned with the other... with... What do I call it? Birdie Boulevard? Something like that. But not only is he not a bird, his house didn't, like, match, so I moved it. Like, alongside Nook Miles things, I did, like, a lot of, like, small renovations with a lot of small things. And I'm very excited to, like, walk you through what I've been up to, because I think it's cool. And I've actually been ordering a lot of stuff in the mail, so maybe we'll get to that as well before I fill my inventory with too much else. A diner neon clock. Oh, I thought I could place it. I guess it's like a wall item. Alright, what else we got here? Ooh. Okay. See, but a lot of these are just like, things you can handle in bulk, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. We do have, like, some fine art, though, from Red. Audi sent a letter? Fashion Bestie Griffin. I was shopping when I found glitter glue. I bought it so fast because glitter glue. Have you ever impulse bought a thing, then wished you hadn't because now there's glitter glue everywhere? Your glittery bestie, Audi. Oh, so I thought she was gonna send me glitter glue, but I guess that would be, like, something you would do to somebody you hate. To the hardworking Griffin. You know I have no patience for slacking off, but that ain't the same thing as taking breaks. Even I can't go 100% all the time. Something's gotta give. Life's already tough, so you don't gotta make it tougher. Your best, bud. Mira. And then a whole lot of this. Yeah, I fully expect to get... I'm sorry, Raymond starts his letters with bonjour. You know what's fun? Making predictions. Like, what will this island look like in 10 years? What will this world look like in 10 years? My god. Who will win best hair on Yowie'ville this year? And who will owe Tom Nook the most bells ever? The prognosticator, Raymond. Harley! Hello! A vast Griffin. Okay, I'm gonna mash through this. I gotta give this real dog some cuddles. See, I'm playing a split Joy-Con, so I can, like, just give him a hug with, like, with my arms. And then, like, with my hands, like, crossed. Like a folded arm YouTube commentator. I can keep playing and cuddle at the same time. This is what they had in mind. This is what they call in the industry the puppy grip. Okay, that's another one from Red. And I think it's actually the last of it. Although I haven't been collecting these presents. And that covers everything. Nothing here. And now, off to put that immediately all in storage. Are you interested in my pop filter, Harley? See, I stocked up on maid dresses big time because my plan for today is, if possible, I think everybody should wear it, like, as their costume in the village, except for Murphy. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see how it goes, but I don't want it to, like, affect my overall supply. Because my prior experiences taught me that when you give villagers clothes, they just gobble them up. You may as well throw them into a hole in the ground. Okay. I've actually got, like, more KK sliders than I do dresses, but I guess that's because I ordered them all in a day and there's, like, a max on that. Yeah. These have been, like, the most fun to collect, even though it's also kind of, like, the slowest. I think this is, like, very satisfying to, like, build your collection. Yeah. God, I love these album covers. Okay, what else we got here? We have 2 presents. So we got a headgear item and a wistful painting, which I'm going to hold on to because I can donate some of this. Poolside bed. I think I got that for Raymond. And this I'll also put in storage. Same with this, and I think this is the other painting. Yep, okay. And then, now that I'm out here, it's time for the moment of truth to look at my Nook Miles. So as you can see, I have accrued 42,220. I had 10,000 last time, and then I spent those 10,000. So these are all, I was like at 0, and now I have 42,000. And I converted a lot of these to Nook Miles already, because when you do these daily rewards, part of the stuff is like, occasionally it'll ask you to spend some. And whenever that happened, I spent 2,000. But we've got even more on top of that, because I wanted to show the non-plus rewards that I did. Oh my god, bodyboarding beachcomber. Fresh ingredient. This is about to go through the roof. Nook Miles. I got Nook Miles for getting Nook Miles. 2,000! 45,000! I like totals. Now we're fucking talking, baby. So you may ask, Griffin, why you suddenly become addicted to this? Well, Raymond! That's a good costume. He's like a magician. Oh, hey, it's Halloween. No big deal, right? I mean, if you have some candy. Oh. 'Cause something that bears repeating at this moment where I am dog sitting 3 dogs is that I am allergic to dogs. If you have some candy, you should be ready to dish it out to folks wearing costumes, of course. Imagine what would happen if you refused. Wait, why am I warning you? Let's do this! Trick or treat. Uh-oh. Give me a piece of candy if you want to stay untricked by the notorious Raymond Crisp. Hold on a moment. You don't have any candy? That's a big problem on Halloween. Look, I'll give you some of my candy for now. Just don't tell anyone. I don't want word getting around. That should make for a more fun Halloween, Crisp. That's a good point. I have been diligent about collecting as much candy as I can. It's not much. It's not a whole October's worth. But I think it should sate the bloodlust of the rest of my villagers. I think we should be good to go on that front. I don't know. Let's check storage. Let's see what I'm sitting on here as far as a trove. Also, I'm getting like some serious puppy wines, and I already fed them. I already put them out twice, back to back. But I think I'm going to put them out a 3rd time. And just BRB again real quick. I have no earthly idea. This is the smallest dog. This is the only one that's bothering me. I have, just in terms of volume, they've been out 3 times in maybe like the past half hour. I have no idea how they can like humanly, dogly, produce that much waste in that short amount of time. Okay, where was it? We got paintings. Do I really only have 3 candy? That can't be. Maybe I have like a stack of 10. And then 3 on top of that? Is there like a food stuff category? Oh, also I found a lot of these. We might spend a lot of time at the museum as well. Oh, I thought these are duplicates, but of course they're not. Great. Fashion items, rugs, floors, wallpaper. There should be like a food category, because you can like store pears and stuff, right? Let's see. Speaking of, it's not even stored with the pears. Has anybody seen my tambourine? Also, what do acorns do? Those started dropping recently, and I'm very confused and frightened by them. I do have more candy. Okay, phew. Oh no, the 3 stack was what Raymond just gave me. Okay, so I've got a little bit. I'll put them over here, right next to... What was this again? Oh, I can finally get rid of this! Wait a second, wait a second. That could only mean one thing. That's the point that I was about to get to. What are all these Nook Miles? What is all this effort in service of? Well, with Raymond moved, and with a gaping hole left in Bird Boulevard, of course there is somebody that I'm still after to move into my island. But first, in order to make my dream come true, I have to make room. And so I have been very friendly to all of my villagers to make all of them happy, and I've been extraordinarily mean to Murphy. And this dropped item is Murphy's, and before it wouldn't let me drop it, but maybe, this is my theory, maybe if Murphy wants to move out now, then maybe that doesn't need to happen anymore. In fact, maybe I'll just drop in on his house right now. I'll grab him and I'll drag him out into the streets, and I'll throw him on the first plane out of here. No, he's not thinking. Damn it. Every day I log into Animal Crossing, and I wait for the day where I see a bubble. I've also been very diligent about fossils, although I kind of always have been. You'll also notice that I cut down like all of these trees outside of Murphy's house, and planted one, because... Oh, whoops. See, I have a habit of like holding down the home button, because it like lowers the volume, and I find the little woohoo noise it makes whenever you pick up an item is like loud compared to the rest. And I guess on stream that's not as big of a problem, but I don't know. Look at these little decorations. Basically, I meant to do this. Look at Wolfgang's costume. I can't replace these with maid dresses. Trick or treat, kiddo. If you don't want to get tricked, you'd best start handing over your sweets. Here you go. I can tell you one person who's not getting treats, though. Alright. Looks like you came prepared. I'll let you off. This time. I feel like I'm making a deal with the mob. trick-or-treat exchanges supposed to be like this threatening? Oh, they give you like items in return. It's been so long, New Horizons or not, since I've participated in like any like seasonal event. So this is fun. Halloween sure does bring out the mischief in folks, doesn't it? And when it comes to mischief, I say it's share and share alike. That's why I cooked up this reaction. Observe. Gotcha, kiddo. Made you jump, huh? So if you ever need to give someone the business, hit him with the scare, Snarl. I learned the scare. Roar! I can growl at people now. I can be feral. Finally, the gay reaction. Okay, Raymond, I need to return the favor. The notorious Raymond. Oh, now I don't get to trick you. Yet. Stay tuned, Master! Now, I can't let you leave without any swag. Check it out. Your very own spooky garland. Oh, no, I forgot that I did that. Everybody as of late has been asking me to, like, call me new names. And, like, when it comes to, like, Audie or, like, Gale, I like the names, you know, Snacky or whatever. And I like Crisp, even. But when Raymond, you know, brought up the question, I just, like, wouldn't it be really funny if... But the fucked up part now is that, like, everybody else in the village is like, wow, Master is, like, a trendy name. I want to call Griffin Master, too, and I have to tell them no. Trick or treat. Time to hand over... Le candy. Or face le consequences. Le treat, please. My god. Audie. My goddy. Thank you. This was the correct choice, Griffin. Trust me. What tricks do these animals have up their sleeves? So I guess you just get, like, spooky items out of this? Wow. I don't know, I've never been super into, like, the seasonal stuff, but I also really like just, like, ticking it off my checklist, so it's hard to say no to. Trick or treat. I'm Jack, the reigning czar of Halloween. This is a night for frights and delights, which comes but once a year. That's right, Halloween is here. Ah, what a thrill it's been to see this day draw near. The anticipation gives me goosebumps, Pumpkin. Now the hour has come, and it's an accomplice I seek. Tell me, Pumpkin, do you think you fit the bill? Absolutely. I'm already in costume. I've been in costume for 6 months. What an agreeable little minion. I reward my servants handsomely for work well done. And what work is that, you ask? Here is thy task. You must fetch for me that delectable candy. Why, I detect you have some candy on you right now. Trick or treat. Come, come. Hand me that candy, Pumpkin. Nah. How much did I... Is that one, or... Time to treat myself. He just, like, kind of sticks it through his little pumpkin hole. Oh, so scarily scrumptious. And now for that reward I promised. Feast your eyes on the king-size prize I bestow upon you, Jack's face. I was really hoping he was going to, like, lift it off of his own head, and then he would just be headless. Dazzling, Pumpkin. Now your true work can begin. Next, you shall bring me my most delightful delectable. Lollipops? I don't have those. I have more in store for one who scores me some. These frightfully special items can be yours. I feel it in my bones. Sure as shadows, someone out there has a lollipop. Ply them with candy and you may pry it from their grasp. Stop at nothing to get your claws on one. I shall be hunting this area, so come to me again with the lollipop in hand. Don't disappoint me, my minion. Mind you, I also hunger for more candy. Whatever you bring me, don't keep me waiting long, Pumpkin. Ah, ho ho! This strikes me as a fine time to teach you a sinister reaction, just for Halloween. It goes a bit like this. If you don't give me some candy, you'll regret it, Pumpkin. Did I make your knees knock? Has your spine turned to jelly? I should hope so, for that is the intended effect of the haunt reaction. This particular reaction is perfect for Halloween, so have fun with it. It'll be a scream. Oh, that's really good. I like that a lot. That's cute. So I guess it's more of like a trading kind of fetch quest sequence. I gotta find like the right people with the right items. But also, I'm kind of here to do my dailies. But I'm out of shovels, so I gotta go get a shovel. You will, by the way, notice though that I put some statues outside of the museum. And I cut down these pear trees and put some apple trees here. Because I think apple is like, you know, you give it to a teacher. It's for like the smart institutions. Wait a second. Where is this? It's gotta be so high up. Probably because of the Godzilla right behind it. Ooh, this is gonna be like tough to aim. Oh, there we go. It's coming down. I've also been noticing that a lot of what comes out of the balloons these days is also related to like spooky stuff. So let's see what this is. Oh, a heart door plate. Okay. That is also cool. Let's see. This is Sherb. What's Sherb doing here? Let's talk to Sherb. Listen, if anybody has a lollipop, let's be honest, it's probably him. You're like a frog, I guess? Hiya! Having a good Halloween, Griffin? You want some candy? Sorry, but you gotta try harder. Today is Halloween. You gotta get in the spirit and dress up real scary if you want any candy. But what does it look like I'm doing? Are you kidding me? You know, I used to just want Murphy out, but if this is how I'm going to be treated, then I think I can make room for maybe 2 birds. I can move in 2 birds with 1 Halloween accident. Right, that's what I was going to do. I was going to go home. But on the way, let's drop by here, because there was some other stuff. Look at the evil Raymond! This is so fucked up and cursed! Oh, this is good. Wait a second, does Tom Nook have, like, devil horns? Yes, he does! That's cute. I actually don't have any business with you, but I just wanted to see that. That's good. I am good. No, you were all left. Does Isabel have, like, a new bag, too? Like, was it always orange? Because it's very, like, seasonal as well. One day I'll get to an even number. Let's see. Yeah, it's in Nook Miles. Let's see. Yeah, these. I want to see what these are all about. Tips and tricks, quips and quotes. Harley, come on up. You've been on the floor this whole time. The order has been printed. I swear to God, if he needs to go out a 4th time. What more do you want? I give you everything, Lisa. Come on. You can come back on my lap. You can come for cuddles. Come on, Harley, come on. Good boy. I see. This totally makes sense. I learned new body paint techniques. I bet I could change up my look with a vanity or a mirror. Oh, so it's like new hairstyles. Okay, I'm listening. I wanted to do this like on stream to see what this is all about. These have been like taunting me from afar for like a week now. If I can have crazy red eyes, I think I might go for this. What are the sclera options though? Walk me through that one. See, now when I get home, I'll have, like, something to do. God, that's so good. I love that, like, everyone's, like, dressing up. I wasn't actually expecting that. Has this a thing they've always done in, like, previous Animal Crossings? I feel like I've never noticed it until now. Also, additionally, something that I did not point out before, alongside the pumpkins, there are cobwebs and little bat decorations, which are also very cute and good. There's been like a ton of crickets coming out too, though, in the past couple of days. Oh, Drago! Trick or treat. Give me some candy. If you don't, I'm gonna play a dirty trick on you. Do your worst. That's scary. I don't want to know what my creatures are capable of. They're gonna like throw a coup. They're gonna march all the way to the top of my mountain, and they're gonna throw me off of it. Thanks for the sweets. I'll put it with the rest of my haul later. I guess he's like a zombie, or a witch, or both. The lollipop! I sucked him! Happy Halloween, Burn! Alright, well let's file that in the back pocket for later. Just gotta make sure not to sit down. So we'll get a shovel, and then we'll look in the mirror to see what new cosmetic upgrades I've achieved. And also maybe place down some of this furniture that I've been ordering from all over the place. Do you guys, like, read dog? He's, like, antsy, but I don't know what about. I've satisfied all needs. I guess I can put away some of this stuff. At least the non-Halloween-related business. Okay, here's what I need. I need a shovel, of which I have many. Look at all this. Look at all these gold coins. That's amazing. There we go. Now I'm ready to bonk and dig as much as I want. Speaking of trick-or-treating, seeing that going on this year, I was expecting it to not happen at all, but like, in the time I was setting up, I got way more people showing up than expected. And I'm just here dog sitting. We don't even have any candy. But I had to, like, spend the rest of my time setting up, like, I had to turn all the lights off in the house, and I was just completely in the dark. Wolfgang, you seem interested. You want more candy? Oh, I'm not giving you that. That's special. That's for a special someone. Alright, alright. Looks like you came prepared. I'll let you off. This time. Reckon I owe you a treat now, huh? Let's see. How about I give you a spooky wall? Oh, that is spooky. This Halloween business is quite a time, Snarl. You! I gotta give you your lollipop. Ah, I know that smell. You're in possession of scrumptious candy, aren't you? Oh, there's no hiding it from me, Pumpkin. Jack always knows. Trick or treat. Come, come, give it quick. I crave that sweetness. Don't we all? Here you go. Curious to see what this winds up doing. No, no, but yes, oh yes! Happy Halloween. 'Tis the grandest candy, my very utmost favorite. A lollipop, Pumpkin. Whatever I was doing can wait. Time for a treat. So, I mean, he makes a gulp noise. What does that suggest about a pumpkin throat? You have performed most admirably. This calls for a special reward. What's the matter? Open your dog mouth and tell me with your dog words. A spooky carriage? Oh my god, he wants more? What's a spooky carriage look like? I don't think I can place furniture there, but maybe I'll put it in front of the museum. Whoa, this is actually a cool piece of furniture. It's not every day you see like giant ones like that. Oh god, there's a ton of weeds outside of Penis Pond, which by the way I've discovered is actually a river. Hey Sterling. You're already kind of in costume as well, aren't you? Here, take this. Is he dressed up as like grass? He looks like, yeah, he's like grass and maybe like a pond. He looks like a Minecraft top-down. Oh, you were ready for that. And I wanted to surprise you with a really powerful trick. Oh well. Since you're so generous, I'm coming right back at ya. Flex those fingers and get ready to grab a lollipop. That was more fun than 50 reps! Yay, Halloween! Alright, I think... I've honestly lost track of how many times I've put this dog out. I think this is going to be the 4th or the 5th time. I will stress, again, only in like the past half hour. But I think I would prefer that to, you know, whatever the consequences will never be the same. So I'm going to just open up my inventory for a second. I'm going to think on it, and I'm going to get out of here as fast as I can. I'm going to make this dog go off like a fucking fire hose. This dog has got me fucking whipped. Which, sadly, is not the first time that my lips have uttered that phrase. They didn't even have to do anything this time. Like, they already did both of the things a dog can do when you bring them outside. I don't know what they want anymore. I'm an NPC. There's only, there's only so many things I can do to a dog, but I also feel bad for, like, not doing anything. So I do it. And I think they know that. Oh, wow. This is getting out of control. I don't know whether or not that's, like, classified. You know what? No. There's a lot of mileage I could get out of this, but I'm not going to touch that. Not happening. Not in Penis River. I like that that's a fact that I know now. That sounds like the sort of thing you would hear about, like, a real location. Gail, I like your costume. Trick or treat. Could I have some sweets, please? If not, I'll play a trick on you, Snacky. See, she specifically asked me to call me master, and I said no. No, you may not. No, James, you may not have my candy. Thanks. Getting candy from you is the best, Snacky. Some spooky flooring. Is it possible to get duplicates, or does every time I do this give me, like, something new? I guess there's, like, a theoretical ceiling, though, if I wind up getting, like, all of the possible, like, furniture sets. But for, a once-a-year event, I think it's worth it. I think it's a little bit cool, even. Alright, so let's go grave digging. We've got some work to do. Audie! Hello! You don't have to yell, and you don't have to say leh! Le Pop Star has arrived. A recipe for a spooky garland. See, maybe the good news could be, though, if some of this stuff is duplicates, then I can, like, give it to some friends later tonight. Or even, 6 months later, when, I don't know, what is it called? Nookazon? There's, like, a whole underground trading market in Animal Crossing for these sort of items. If you don't want to get tricked, you better fork over a tree. Give me that candy. Mira, I'm almost out. I don't know what to tell you. Also, I better, like, turn in my current lollipop, because maybe you can only take one at a time. Okay, never mind. Okay. I was worried that I was maybe, like, wasting these. Halloween for Life, Cottontail. That's what people used to be like. Like, last year, people did always do Halloween, like, super early, like, in August. But that really wasn't the case this year. I feel like people started getting into the spirit at just the right time this year. Okay, Jack. Boy, do I have a treat for you. Jack always knows. And I have 2. See, I think what he's doing right there is something that I tend to do, where if I'm really excited about something, I just, like, I say no instead of yes, and I don't know why. But Jack validates me on this Hallows Eve. Or is Hallows Eve a spooky carriage? So I can make more of those. Cool. Is Hallows Eve supposed to be like Christmas Eve, where it's like the night before Halloween? Or is it the night during Halloween? I always love when the voice synthesis in Animal Crossing always goes, like, super deep or super high. Jack, like, scratches that itch. Alright, what do you got for me? Lay it on me, Jackie. Another recipe. For a spooky wand? Ooh. See, that I want to look at right now. What's that, like, look like? I haven't actually used wands before. Let's see. I mean, it's sorted by every... Doesn't it do, like, by most recent or something like that? Maybe it counts as, like, a tool. I guess it's also seasonal. These aren't wands. Isn't it a seasonal wand, though? Equipment? No, these are, like, clothes. Some of this is stuff you can carry. Tools. A wand is a tool. Huh? Oh, I have to learn the recipes first. That's why none of this stuff is showing up. And I'll learn the rest of this stuff too while I'm at it. Actually, why am I holding on to like 100,000 bells? I should like put that in the bank. Philip Banks wants to run a bank making operation out of his bank and fill our streets with banks. But Dad, aren't some of those banks? Alright, so we've got 3 more fossils to find. That's what I was up to before I got distracted yet again. That's gonna be like really... I don't even know how to look at COVID numbers, but I'm gonna try to do it after Halloween ends. I'm gonna wait 14 days. I'm gonna look at the numbers and I'm gonna see if there was like a spike on this night. Because, like, the kids coming up to the door, like, I still, like, feel compelled to answer them and be like, sorry, I'm just dog sitting, we don't have any candy, goodbye. They don't give a shit about social distancing. Like, they'll get right up in my face and they're like, they're Minecraft Halloween costumes. I don't think I'm gonna survive, to be quite honest. I don't know. Shit's freaky. I don't think there are any holes over here. I've never seen one show up on this, like, little lane with the windmills, but it's always worth a look. Okay. I actually really like what I've done with the route here of having, like, the entrance on the back and on the left and connecting it to the rest of, like, this side beach. When you're, like, going up and down, you know, looking for seashells or fish, you can, like, go all the way back around and you can do, like, some good routing I've found in my Nook Miles farming. Why does it have to be a dirty trick? It feels like they're not up to any ordinary mischief. This is, like, advanced mischief, and they're going to kill me, if not the Minecraft trick-or-treaters. Thanks. But, see, that's my last candy. It's all tricks from here on out. See, I'm, like, unlearning how to not hold the home button. It's a lot, but I'm trying my best. But I get the instinct now, because I've done, like, hundreds of tasks between last Animal Crossing stream and now, and it's become, like, ingrained. Ooh. Speaking of recipes. Okay, so we've got one more fossil we're after here. This is from Groucho. Armor shoes! Yeah, I'm, like, slowly accruing, like, a full suit of armor. And I think that'll be really cool once I get, like, all of them. I've got the helmet and I've got the shoes, so I think I need torso and pants still. Unless they're, like, one piece, but I would have no idea. Uh-oh. Raymond. Trick or treat. Uh-oh. Go get some candy. It's Halloween. You know, I guess I could go to the Nook store. To Nook's Cranny. I can get one more piece of candy, because this counts as a new day. But then the real tricks begin. Oh, I love you. Look at these guys. That's amazing. Actually, I don't want to sell anything. I want some candy. Alright, let's see. Speaking of Nook Miles, I've been completely ignoring the daily things for today. I'm like all in on Halloween tonight. / fossils and paintings. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of them in one sitting tonight, because that's gonna be a lot of learning. That's like all of October's catches, like, crammed into one giant learning explosion. So I'll do a few maybe, but not all of them, I don't think, because there are more important things on Halloween. I'm still waiting for the part where once I, like, get the secret ending after being the best candy giver ever, that we're all gonna get together for like not a Charlie Brown Halloween, not a Great Pumpkin kind of thing, but specifically a Charlie Brown Christmas. But we learned about the true meaning of Halloween, and then we all, like, howl around a I don't know, Jack's rotting corpse on November 1st. There's the hole. It's up to you to decide whether or not I was talking about Sterling or this. See, they look at me all flowery, but beneath this bubbly surface lies mischief. Sterling is going to rupture my abdominal scrimmage. Oh. A recipe for making your own spooky tower? Spooky tower could be cool. I'm listening. Let's look at this other thing too. But if it's like a, I don't know, if it's like a, maybe like a castle tower, I would love to like, even outside of the season, just like dot the landscape with those. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. A spooky tower, you say? These are shoes. Oh, like a stack of pumpkins. That's still cool though, and now I know how to make them. All year round, baby. Alright, well that covers all the fossils, so I think it's finally time to go to the museum and... I don't know. We'll try to learn some things, but I don't think I'll be able to. I haven't gotten like a new fossil thing in months, and I'm kind of convinced the more plausible theory is that I've already done all the fossils and I just forgot, rather than my luck being this poor. But I don't know how to check my fossil completion, so I'll never know. But let's assess and hope for the best. I mean, it still winds up in bells at the end of the day, but I get a much greater satisfaction from seeing a collection complete than I do from seeing a bell number go up. But yeah, I guess I really think I completed it and just forgot. I don't know, but I don't have the evidence. Wait a second. First of all, I guess that was in and of itself a Nook Miles Plus reward, so there's a little something in there for me. But also, we have paintings. Which I don't think he tells us the art history straight up, but it is possible to go look at those after the fact. It's weird that that's the only donation item that's treated that way. I don't know if I'll do the reading on those right now, though. Because when it comes to the art gallery, I have so few things that are actually in there. Like, it's not even worth it. It's good to get that checked off, though, that those are both, like, actually authentic. I had to, like... Sometimes I reach into the deepest reaches of my brain to, like, 10th grade art history. Mira, no tricks. How come I'm the only one giving out any candy? Why can't I go door to door and give my villagers COVID? And dress up in Minecraft? Let's see. I guess I could bash rocks. That's also like a reward. Let's see. I don't have any lollipops. I guess I can sell some things. I guess I can go to the bank. I guess I can go to Philip Banks. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna drop Murphy's lost item in the box and forget about it forever. Damn it. Maybe if I like drop it like on the beach though, it'll like float away. And I'll never have to think about it again. I'm gonna drop it right here. And I'll let the tide come in overnight and just take it away. And I'll never have to worry about it again. There we go. Shh. Off to sea. Don't worry about it. Don't fight it. Just go with the flow. Go with the tide. God, that McKitty's flag. That's still a recent addition. I'm not used to that at all. But yeah, this could definitely help free up some inventory space. ABDs, if you please. We'll do 150 thou, actually. Yeah. Personally, I was kind of praying for a Halloween miracle. And I would be able to, like, do a bunch of, like, I would kick Murphy out, and I would do a bunch of farming for Keaton, but I guess today is simply not my day. That could be a fun session, though, of just, like, spending the whole time just unleashing those Nook Miles tickets all at once. If Murphy leaves at, like, a favorable time to stream that is. That could be fun, because that's, like, the last big villager that I'm, like, really addicted to finding. Actually, I've got one of these beach lounge chairs. Let's set this up in front of Murphy's. Murphy's? Raymond's, my god. That's the last mix-up that I want to make right now. Yeah, that's nice. And I can still, like, walk around it from all sides. There we go, that's nice. I wonder if it's possible to do paths in front of, like, on the beaches. That's, like, a for later thing, though. That's not for right now. Yeah, like, I've got, like, stuff like this, but I think now that there's, like, a house here, I want to move this stuff around and maybe, like, repurpose this space for something else. I thought Drago was levitating, but he was just, like, going up this ledge. That scared the shit out of me. I thought he was gonna, like, keep floating upwards. It is a season for scares, though. Let's see. No candy. I already bought some. I guess that's all I can do? I feel like I've got everything, though. Like, most of what I don't have is just, like... I don't know, I bought a lot of things, too, so I'm already sitting on a bunch of furniture in, like, my house storage. But I've got, like, a lot of duplicates in the form of, like, recipes for stuff that I already own, so... I can harvest my pumpkins, though. I bet they'll go bad if I don't do that right now. Slash, I wonder if you can, like, reuse the same plots to grow multiple pumpkins. Because I've left them grown the whole time, so that is my entirety. Those are all the pumpkins I will ever own for the whole year. Oh, wait a second. I think they do regrow, because I accidentally picked this up, and I was fucking with some inventory stuff, and I put those down. But the white pumpkins that I accidentally picked were, like, right here. So I guess they do regrow, were I to pick them. That said, every now and again it asks you to spend bells as a Nook Miles Plus reward. And this gets the job done. And you get, like, a bunch, not just one per pick, so that also helps, but could have been better, maybe. Could have been a little bit better. Both this and the pumpkin carving game that I did last night with Max and Sam have taught me a lot about pumpkins, because originally I only thought orange ones were possible. But I feel like one time I, like, went really deep down the Wikipedia page for apples, just, like, different, like, apple breeds and species, and there was, like, 200. I wonder if pumpkins are, like, similarly complex in that way. They'll surprise you, though. They'll surprise you. Look at this. White pumpkins? Are, like, the insides white? I have so many questions. Alright, so what's that total up to? Oh my god, okay, we're going straight to storage. So the good news is I don't think I'll have to worry about a, insufficient supply of pumpkins. Because this is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I think if there's anything I want to craft, I'll find a way. I think I'll manage just fine. Although they were mostly orange, the white ones and the green ones looking a little bit rarer, so that's interesting to know. Because I only glanced at some of these recipes on my own time, but like some of them require like different pumpkin colors in combination to make anything. So we'll see in the long term how that works out. But at the same time, probably don't actually want to place very much of this. The one thing that I was like putting my stock in was like, wait a second, the mirror. Let's go look at the mirror first. The one thing I was putting my stock in was maybe having like a spooky castle tower. But I don't even have that. I don't even have a Keaton. I just got this poster. Alright, let's change it up, baby. What do we got? Or you can be blue. Or purple. You can be Grimace! The real McKitties. Or you can be pale. Okay. Oh. This is just how I want to look year round. I'm already pretty pale. I'm coming pretty close. Holy shit. This goes so well with so many, like, different things. Actually, I kind of forgot what eyes I had now. They're somewhere over here. I think these were the ones that I had before. Oh, these ones are good. This is like what the fucked up one has in Smash Bros, right? Oh, but how does that translate to this? Oh, these are really good. I look like a flying Pikmin. I feel just like a purple Pikmin. That's good. I'm keeping that. I'm holding on to that. Oh, that didn't save. Yeah, everybody was telling me that I still need to, like, get in costume, so maybe this counts? I don't know if it does, but it's worth a shot. Yeah. Strike a pose, baby. See, this is what happens. If you get bitten by a maid, then this is what you look like. This is what you turn into. You see a maid and they hit you with one of these. Oh, hold up, hold up. This won't do. We gotta do photo mode. That's good. The little noise it makes when you do that roar, it like reminds me of something, but I have no fucking idea. Maybe like a stock sound effect of some kind? Alright, let's go talk to Sherb, who so rudely turned me away last time. Is this costume enough? Listen, I've seen what some of y'all are wearing. If that counts, I think mine should too. You gotta try harder? I don't want to dress obscurely. Maybe if I go to, the Able Sisters, though, maybe they'll have some items on today that are, like, sufficiently spooky. The lights turned off just as I went inside. It just turned to 9 p.m. Hey there, welcome to Able Stations where we sell fashions made loving me like claw. Okay, phew, I thought it was gonna kick me out right away. What counts as a costume? I guess like this? A flashy animal costume. I guess so. I think my costume is great, but sure. Such a downgrade, such a downgrade. Nothing really compares. Chat's gonna have a fucking field day with this. I look like a fucking fool. Also, if this doesn't work, the store is just closed now. So I don't get any, like, additional purchases to make. This is the best I can do. Wow, I wonder what Minecraft character I am now. Chat, don't look. Don't say a word. Oh! That's how you get more candy. You go to people's houses? Go be a thing that bumps in the night. But my costume was better! I guess it has to be just like an officially sanctioned one. Yeah, we're matching. Trick or treat, kiddo. If you don't want to get tricked, you'd best start handing over your sweets. Yeah, I guess as far as like this Halloween loop goes, we're back in it. We're back on the saddle. What are these tricks that everyone's like suggesting? Is there actually like a fail state to this? A recipe for a spooky lantern set. Oh no, Raymond. I'm sorry, I have to run away. Who else is even home though? Everyone's like out enjoying the... Wait a second. Apollo. I saw him on the title screen, and I was pogging for him, but he is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, let's go back to Birdie Boulevard and see if we can find him. That's like, I think, as far as like the layout of the island, one of the things that I want to tackle next. Even, you know, with or without Keaton. Because like we've got these flowers, these can be replaced. These are like just weeds, basically. But I went and I like modified how these trees and these little fence pieces are laid out, because you'll notice that this is too wide, so this on-off pattern wouldn't actually be able to fit evenly like that. So I made like a little gap so you can go back here and, you know, you shake a tree, you chop some wood, you can go back behind and pick things up and go straight from this little shortcut to this back door without having to go like around so you can get to the backyards. I think it'd be cool to like get backyard furniture that suits like each of their tastes. Like if there's like workout stuff, which I'm pretty sure there is, I can put that like in Sterling's backyard, and maybe like Apollo can have a crafting table. I don't know what Keaton's into, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to finding out. And yes, I am treating that as a when and not an if, because I refuse to consider Yowieville finished without having the man himself. Also, as it turns out, Apollo is the kind of bird who uses Halloween as an opportunity to dress like a slut. Because, I mean, look at him. Look at this. Good for him. So, you came. I knew you would. After all, today is Halloween. And what a wonderful costume you're wearing. Here, have some candy. I insist, Pa. I'm sure there's plenty more candy you'd like to get your hands on, so don't let me keep you. Thank you, Apollo. I love you. Yeah, I think this maid plan will have to wait, but who knows? Maybe there's like a bigger event that I can like prime them for, and then that'll be it. I mean, I'm sitting on all these dresses. It's got to be for a reason. Hello, Sterling. Hello, Mario. Alright, let's see. Speaking of Animal Crossing and costumes, didn't they say ages ago that they were going to do some like Mario 35th anniversary furniture and like costumes and stuff? Is that like supposed to be out yet, or is that like later? Because that would have been fun for Halloween. Anyways, this is good news. Let's take this over to Jack, who I assume is somewhere near here. Gale, I can't right now. I can't. This is the real frights that Halloween gives you. Everyone's chasing you for candy and you don't have any. Where is Jack? And where is Cool Cat? Oh, there he is. Oh no, she fucking caught me. Alright, let's see. If not everything, I feel like I at least have like most of it. Jack's robe? Thanks to your loyal service tonight. Tonight is the epitome of all that Halloween can be. Though even perfection can be improved upon. If you do fetch more lollipops, they're also, by right, mine. And consider, there may be a bonus reward for extra service? Now, isn't that enticing, loyal hound? Rats. So I think what he's telling me right now is that I've reached the completion point, but if I had more, which I don't, I think I hit the ceiling based on just like what I have. If I was like more diligent throughout the month, I could have done more. But hey, that's Halloween 2021 for you. I'm fine. He told me himself that it's good enough. I'm not interested in any bonuses. Given the fact that I'm not interested in any of the Halloween furniture that I've been like collecting this entire month, I can't imagine it's going to be something that I'm going to be like kicking myself for not having, you know? It is cool, though. I'm not the kind of person who decorates their village with, like, seasonal stuff, but I can see, like, somebody going really, like, all out on this sort of idea. Because, you know, that's what Chris did for his village. And Pan-Arctica turned out really cool, so... Alright, let's see. Oh, there's like a category just for this. Perfect. I'm going to take out a few things here. Oh, you know what? Some of these are duplicates, actually. We got multiple rays. We got crab. We got crab. Do I not have a monarch butterfly? Rice grasshopper. Hold up. I gotta go into my album. Rice grasshoppers are very good. Oh, these are a bunch of, like, take a photo for 100 miles that I've gotten. Although there is this. This is Raymond becoming self-aware. And also Apollo wearing clothes that Raymond gifted to him. Which is a shame, because I actually like his jacket. What else we got here? There we go. I caught a rice grasshopper. I've been looking for a gluten-free alternative. Also that. Look at his little paws, though. That's great. You know, maybe I will just get them all. And then I'll just, like, kind of feel for when I'm done reading enough. Yeah, though, there's, like, so many, like, deep sea things that I wound up doing. Because it's not something that I would, like, ordinarily go out of my way to do. Because it requires, like, having a wetsuit in your inventory. And I like to pack as light as possible outside of, like, the main 8 tools. But as a result of me, like, stepping outside of my comfort zone, even just for a couple of days, the amount of, like, new additions for the museum that I have, just solely based on that, is, like, through the roof. There are, like, some pretty cool creatures that I got out of it, though, so I am the slightest bit curious to learn what some of it actually means. Yeah, you can assist me a little bit. You can get this shit off of my face and off of my body. Mega donation. Yeah, I want to start with, like, the duplicates, because I've got a few of those. Oh, ribbon eels I already got. Those aren't even new. And neither are sturgeons. And neither are golden trout. Okay, so there's a couple that I don't need to worry about here. I want to start with this thing, Venus's flower basket. This thing looks nuts. Absolutely. The Venus's flower basket looks like an otherworldly creature one would find on an alien planet, but it is instead a remarkable sea sponge found in the deepest parts of the ocean. Its body is composed of silica and looks like a sculpture, or perhaps a vase made of glassy mesh. I dare say the Venus's flower basket is one of nature's most impressive works of art. And there you have it. Yeah, the way it's structured actually kind of reminds me of, like, one of those, like, glitched out pumpkins we saw in Mayor Bones proudly presents Ghost Town's 999th annual pumpkin festival. That's the one. The spotted garden eel. Yes, please. Yes, please. The spotted garden eel is a small eel-shaped fish that loves to burrow in the sandy ocean floor. These silly things are known for popping their heads out of the sand to nibble on plankton drifting by. Some say this makes them look like plants sprouting in our garden, hence the name spotted garden eel, but I think they look more like prairie dogs peeking out of desert hidey holes. Prairie eels has a worry wing, don't you think? And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Rest assured, all donations are displayed in a timely manner. Grilled cheese. The good news is that I think some of these duplicates are also, like, kind of expensive, so that could be some, like, quick bells to go for at the very end of the night. Who are you? The Raymond. The ray is an unusually shaped fish with a flat body and a long tail, somewhat related to sharks. I didn't know that. Seen from the bottom, the mouth on its stomach appears to be smiling, which is objectively adorable. But be cautious. Unlike most cute animals, some rays are extremely venomous. Just like the real Raymond, beware the smile. And there you have it. Yeah, already that's like many rows grayed out. And by many, I mean like maybe one tops. A moray eel. Get it? A moray? Hee hee hee. Okay, guys, can we talk about something? So that, as they say, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. Now, this is celiac talking. This is gluten-free alternative Griffin talking. Is pizza a pie? That is not amore. I hung out with some rays that time when I went to see coral reefs. There was a sandbar where a ton of rays hang out. Ooh, that sounds like it would look amazing. Despite its rather frightening features, the moray eel is really a very cowardly fish. It lives its life hiding in caves and will only attack if you're looking for a fight. Which I, of course, definitely am. You've heard of a bark that is worse than the bite? Well, the moray eel has a face that's worse than its fight. I wonder what that suggests about the unagi in Mario 64 and in Odyssey. Maybe the eel just wants to come out to play and we, you know, judged them wrong all along. A ranchu goldfish. A sonichu. The ranchu goldfish is a charming relative of the goldfish with a bumpy head and a stout, round body. They have ordinary heads when born, but develop impressive rectangular heads after about 3 years. Supposedly, their head shape changes depending on factors like the size of their tank. So ranchu goldfish enthusiasts aim to raise perfectly shaped specimens and work hard to achieve this. Of course, no one asks the ranchu goldfish themselves what shape they want their heads to be. I wonder if you put a seaman in there, what shape you would get out of that. Uh-oh, butterfly time. Clouders, close your eyes. Yes, please. Did you know the monarch butterfly migrates south for the winter and returns north for the summer? Indeed, these horrid orange beasties do not tolerate the cold and travel 3,000 miles to escape the winter. God, I wish that were me. During the journey, they cluster together in trees by the thousands just to stay warm. Imagine, hordes of the foul, flittering fiends huddled together in one place. If only they'd put on tiny coats instead. But what would a butterfly coat even look like? Imagine. Let's do... crab. Crab. The Gazami crab may be better known by its more descriptive name, the Japanese blue crab. It gets its name from the blue tint sometimes found on its shell and legs. Its paddle-like rear legs are what help it to swim freely and quickly through the water. Of course, this Gazami crab couldn't swim quickly enough to get away from you. I guess that's true. Some of these, deep sea dives, where you had to, like, put the wetsuit on, I thought they all stayed still, but some of them can actually be, like, extremely fast and, like, extremely difficult to catch. Some of these gave me, like, some serious trouble trying to, like, catch them up. Because, you're paddling, you know, you're mashing A to, like, paddle through the water to do your strokes. And you're, like, moving at the exact same speed as them, so it feels like you can never truly catch up. A sweet shrimp. The sweet shrimp spends the first few years of its life as a male. It then transitions into a female as it ages. Hell yeah. Interestingly, it is hardly alone in this type of development cycle. Indeed, a great variety of marine creatures can change their biological sex as they age. They say sex in Animal Crossing? Clownfish, some sea stars, and sea bass are among them. Hoo hoo, the ocean is full of a great many wonders. Huzzah to that, I say. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of God, I wish that were me in chat. Rest assured. Yeah, okay. You have my gratitude too, Blathers. It's been a while since I've let him blather on like this. I like, have not been catching, like, any fresh stuff, and then I do this, and it's all, like, coming in one big blast. But it's a gluten-free alternative. Let it into your heart, Blathers. In point of fact, rice grasshoppers are an awful pest. They devour rice plants and wipe out the crucial crop. But revenge is sweet. These bugs are edible, you see, and so some folks eat them as a way to get rid of them. When boiled in soy sauce, rice grasshoppers are quite tasty, it is said. Though why anyone will put an insect in their mouth is beyond me. The mere thought gives me the gags. The gate? I don't know, I feel like I can probably do the rest of this. Let's do an oyster. Fresh oats. Fresh oats. Oysters are marvelous mollusks, and in many ways the social butterflies of the seas. That is, these bivalves tend to live attached to rocks in large groups known as oyster beds. These reef-like structures provide a home and habitat for a delightful variety of creatures. Mussels, barnacles, and sea anemones have all been known to set up house. Meanwhile, small fish and crabs hide from predators and even raise their young among the snuggling oysters. With all the hubbub, an oyster bed sounds like the last place one would get some sleep. Blathers, the alternative for eating the bugs is feeding them to birds, then eating the birds. Don't let him hear that, though. It's like the DW, like the Arthur book, where DW, like, hates spinach, but then she eats the spinach without knowing it. As long as we don't tell Blathers, but feed it to him without his consent, then the balance of society will remain upheld. Or at least until November 3rd. The char is one of the bigger fish around, and in the world of fish, that's quite an accomplishment. They're territorial predators, and therefore must consistently defend their turf from others. So when you see a large char like this one, it is likely a skilled fighter and veteran of many battles. My feathers. I hope it never has cause to go to battle with me. I would love to see Blathers get beat up by a fish, just a little bit. A pike. The pike has always reminded me a bit of salmon, although a pike can grow rather larger. These brutes can grow to over 4 feet long, sometimes much over. It is carnivorous and preys not only on other fish, but also mammals and some waterfowl. You hear that? You better watch out. This is the one you gotta watch out for getting in a fight with. If I were to ever to meet one in the water, I would have a most difficult time keeping my wits about me. And there you have it. So, speaking of turtles, is there a way to, like, figure out, like, what the museum progress for any of these rooms looks like? Because this is, like, quite a big batch, so I'd like to see what it looks like after the fact for all of this stuff. How close I am to completion. The turban shell is a sea snail with a rather nifty trick up its sleeve. Shell. You see, this snail carries a hard, round, button-like operculum with it wherever it goes. What is an operculum, you ask? Why, it is a trapdoor of sorts. When danger approaches, the snail slips into its shell and pulls this trapdoor closed over the opening. Thus, it is locked safe and sound inside. And bravo, I say, bravo! When trouble comes knocking, just do what the turban shell does. Shut the door and turn out the lights. From the underwater trick-or-treaters. Imagine going to the museum and you see somebody dressed exactly like this. What would you do? A pearl oyster, which I guess is a different... I thought all oysters had pearls, but I guess Blather is going to explain the difference right now. Did you know the famed pearl oyster can live... Can live for 40 years and grow up to a foot in size? 'Tis true, hooty-hoo. Of course, this briny bivalve is best known for its precious gems it grows within. The pearl-making process begins when an irritant gains access to the delicate insides of the oyster. The intruder is then covered with layer upon layer of nacre, the same substance used to create its shell. It takes years for a pearl to form, but in the end, the irritant is rendered harmless. If only we all had the power to turn the things that annoy us into things of beauty instead. Let's pray that chat never gets that power over me. I would like to donate the guppy. I'm just a little fucking guppy. I cannot change this. Oh my, would you look at that? Such a beautiful, snazzy little fellow that guppy is. The shape and coloration of guppy fins are all unique. Quite eye-catching, I must say. Do you imagine they host contests for the most snazzy? And do you suppose I might receive an invite? I would invite you, Blathers. Look at that bowl. How could I not? The rainbow fish. Gate? Yes, please. The rainbow fish is a tropical fish known for its metallic colors and beautiful fins. We could make you so beautiful, Griffin, smile. There are over 50 different species, each unique and pleasing color. I must say, it does make me wish for feathers of a more exciting hue than underbaked brownie. Blathers is like a weed brownie, I think, because he's got a little bit of green in him. Crab. The mitten crab was named for its impossibly adorable and fuzzy little pincers. These cute crustaceans embark on quite the journey. They're first born in brackish waters. Then they mature in fresh water. Finally, they travel to the ocean to create more mitten crabs. Whew! How we delight in the thought of thousands of tiny mittened crabs scuttling about. And that's not scary to you, Blathers? Honestly, though, the human pearl equivalent is so gross, Blathers does not know what he's asking for. Isn't that like what kidney stones is? It's like kind of the same thing. A tilapia. Wherever the waters are warm, tilapia can be found. It is a highly adaptable river fish. They mainly feed on algae, but they will also eat larvae and dead fish, or whatever fits in their mouths. I will confess that as a growing owlet, I similarly defined food as anything that fits in my beak. It's weird because crabs are probably closer to insects than fish. That's a good point! It's what cysts and those sorts of things are usually. I'm fine. I'm fine. Huh. Yeah, these are all doubles from this point on. But, like, I guess the Critterpedia is kind of that, but there's just, like, no fossil thing. Ooh, this is fun. Forgot this was a thing. We're definitely getting there. I feel like I'm over the line for halfway, it feels like, at least. I don't know. How about fish? That's not looking bad either. Not too many clusters of uncollected fish. Although, sea creatures is quite a ways to go, because I do this so rarely. But also, that's probably like a seasonal thing, so we'll give it some time. There's a lot of different variations in humans because we're a lot more complex than clams. Maybe you are, but not me. I'm different. Yeah, there's not like a sign outside that you can read to like see like your numbers or anything like that. It's a bit of a shame. I don't have candy. I don't have candy. No, James, you might not have my candy. So the question being, what are all these duplicates worth? I only caught multiple of these and really just like thought to put them away instead of like donating them. Well, that came in handy. That's a nice to have. Let's see. Well, I feel like I've done as much Halloween stuff as I can. And I got the museum stuff out of the... I thought that was going to take an hour given how many I had. But that was like... I got that done in like half the time. Also, I put a grill outside of Wolfgang's house. Because I got one from a balloon and I thought if anybody would grill, it's this man. Okay, wait, okay. Things are occurring for what to do for the rest of the night. Very important decorative things. I gotta show you guys something that I like acquired recently. This made me go nuts. And you guys don't even know what it is. Okay, so first things first. I'm gonna hop into storage and I'm gonna get a lot of supplies. Which I could... has to be a category of some kind, right? Is that just like miscellaneous or other? Yeah, here's the crafting materials. Gotcha. So we'll get like 30 of each here. Oh yeah. Oh, that's another thing that I wanted to do. I gotta get like all of my like seashells as well. You'll see why in a moment. Coral. Okay. That should be good enough. For at least one, I hope. But I also acquired the recipe for like a beach gate. And I think that would be like really nice to put up near like the secret beach, the hidden beach, or whatever it's called. And I think like if I put a bunch of those like in a row, all in like one kind of Star Fox thing, that would look cool. Let's see. Shell arch. Oh yeah, I can make a couple of these. Let's go for it. This is gonna look awesome, I bet. This is like stuff that I've been like really waiting for a long time to pull the trigger on. I'm really happy that I can like finally go all in on this. But that's the last one I can make. That's alright though. 2 is fine for now. But also, even more importantly, I found the recipe for, if I can find where it is, the legend, the fable, the mystery itself. The cutting board. Oh, I need hardwood. I didn't get any hardwood. This has been so impossible to find, and there's such a good item that requires me to have it. And for the longest time, I didn't. Like, I just got that. In 6 months, I could not find a cutting board for the life of me. But it just came upon me like a miracle. Because, I mean, all of the rooms in my house are kind of underwhelming. I don't really have much going on still yet, but watch this. I'm about to. With the power of cutting boards on my side, there's nothing I can't do. So you need one of those, and you need something else. You need to make an ironwood dresser. Do I not know how to make an ironwood dresser? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh. 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 Do I really not? I can make a grave, though. I can just climb in. So I still can't make this? I thought you had to mix it with the DIY workbench. I do have a golden toilet recipe, though, so that's pretty neat. Well, time to put the cutting board back. Don't need that anymore. And I guess I don't need these shells either, because I guess I need more coral. I think you need 3 of those to make a gate, so that's like the one like type that I'm missing out on. The rest I actually have like a lot of like in excess. I'm actually gonna hold on to those sand dollars though, because I think one of the daily things is to sell seashells. Indeed it is. I feel like the way I hoard things in this game is not at all the way you're meant to play Animal Crossing. Like, I have to imagine the designers would be like, oh yeah, you get this stuff and then like, you want to use it right away. But my inventory has become such a mess of furniture and clothes and materials that I feel like I don't want and will never use, and I cannot stop accruing it. It truly is the hoarder's mindset. There we go. I don't think I could ever be trusted with this quantity of lumber in real life. Oh, don't mind if I do. Stuck behind this fucking tree like a photo of a cryptid in the dark of night. Yeah, die for sea creatures? I think the fuck not. That said, while I'm out here, let's set out for my lovely little secret back garden. Can I? I know you can. There you go. There's the hoppy. No comment. See, look at this. I think this will look great here. Let's set it down. Let's see. Ooh. Ah. See, this could be nice, I think. Works well with the sand. Put another one here. Oh, yeah, baby, you got a stew going. Look at that. That's lovely. Maybe I could find, like, some other stuff to put, like, along here as well on these sides. I want to see how that looks like from my backyard, though, from up here. Oh, yeah, because, like, the cylinder horizon, the parallax could be cool on that, especially if I, like, get more to put in, like, a big row. That could wind up looking pretty cool. That said, if I do find, like, a more flowery one, I probably would replace it with just that. But for now, I can make it work. Works with the theming. Let's see. What other recipes have I been sitting on as of late that I would want to dive into? Whoa, this one's cool. I like that. I feel like I could really use these just for myself. So you need summer shells for those, which unfortunately, on October 31st, I think it's a little bit late to start grinding for that, but... God, the golden toilet is tempting, though. And I do have a place for it. Wait a second! I guess I already do have this whole set. If you can, like, make stands, like mannequins, to put, like, full sets of clothes on, I'm gonna load my house full of that shit. That would be excellent. You know what? Let's make a drinking fountain. I think this could be a great addition. Oh, but this isn't a crafting table. This is just a list of my recipes. And for some reason, I still don't have, like, a crafting table directly outside of my house. And the thought of going through one more loading screen is driving me crazy, so I will literally walk back to the town square just to use the tables there. That's another big thing that I feel like I need to pursue, is, like, make a lot more of these and make them, like, not stumps. Like, actually really nice ones. There we go. Also, that just reminded me, one more thing that I've added. I got some more, like, popcorn furniture and more of these, like, wheels. So I moved some of my, like, boardwalk games around. And so this is the layout now. Raymond, no. Bad. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Back, foul beast! I feel bad. I'm like the only person I know who actually likes Raymond. That took a lot. A lot of courage for me to actually do. See, the question is, do I put the drinking fountain here, or do I put it, like, somewhere near here? It could be pretty good outside of the museum. There's already, like, some snack machines. So I think it could be a pretty good fit. You know what? I'll put it right here, right on this corner, between the museum and resident services. I think that would be a great spot for it. Yeah. In fact, maybe I'll put both of these machines next to each other. And then later on... Wait a second. Yeah. This is what I'll do. And now everything's like nice and compact. So now I have two options at my disposal. I can either go for symmetry, and I think the vending machines are obtained with Nook Miles tickets. So I could either order 2 more of those, and then just like, and make another fountain. And do like the opposite here. Or wait a little bit longer until I can get my like cool dinosaur exhibits going. And then like do something like unique for this side as well. I feel like this space could be like well utilized too. If only for like a garden or something. But this side, just looking at this side, I think looks good. Okay, and that's spooky carriage. What else can I do here? There's a lot of possibilities that I've been like kind of waiting to pull the trigger on. And I feel like this would be a good opportunity to do it, especially because, you know, both in and out of my house, I'm like kind of like shy about placing furniture in my town. But I've accrued quite a lot over the months. Yeah, this looks like a full Halloween set to me. But I feel like as the houses are kind of finally starting to settle down in their final locations, especially with Raymond, I might want to start like rethinking a couple of other things. Especially with hedges, because that's cool. I thought I already made those, but I guess those are bushes and these are like real hedges. And there's a difference. See, I'm actually like looking at this furniture and like maybe not. This is everything that I have, and I guess I thought that I had more like communal stuff, like the drinking fountains and snack machines, but maybe not. Guess it's the job for the Nook Miles machine. Guess that's the job for when Keaton comes and I can actually like engage with my villagers entirely. And there's not one that I have to be constantly avoiding and kneecapping myself. Like, I could go to Murphy's right now and he could give me candy. But I won't do it. I can't do it. I can't allow myself to. Well, I guess that covers that for now. I think I'm going to take this stuff off now. At least as far as the cat stuff goes. But wait a second. Teensy bit of a big-brained idea. A teensy-brained idea. Now I am a Catboy maid. Now I'm Raymond! Also Balloon. I've yet to fulfill my dream of making everybody in this village a maid like me, but one day it will happen. And when it does, they'll all regret the day that they told me to change out of my clothes. Also, I think that palm tree back there isn't growing because it's too close to Raymond's house. The Explorer shirt. Catboy Bear Grylls. Let me scooch this over real quick. I just thought it'd be nice to put them directly behind Raymond's house, because then, like... I guess it really doesn't. But I was hoping it would kind of, like, add some, like... If you could see it over the roof, then it could be, like, a nice decorative touch, but I suppose not. There we go, because they planted these both at the same time, but I guess they just don't grow if they're too close to some building or something. I am looking for more of these, so I'll hold on to that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess whatever plans that I did have, I've got to develop those a little bit more. And more importantly, find some more goddamn recipes and furniture that, importantly, are not seasonal. What I really need is an ironwood dresser. Then I think my Yaiva will truly come to life. The first kitchen on the island. 6 months in. We've all been surviving on pumpkins and weeds. And dirt. Alright, I'm gonna stuff this all away. And I think quite similarly, stuff my streaming setup away. And re-Norman re-Redis it back home again. And I'll pack up. But with that, that was Animal Crossing New Horizons for tonight. I might just keep this, like, goth shit on for the rest of my time, though. Maybe not the whiskers, but I'm liking the evil eyes. It's valid. And not just because Corin has pinkish reddish eyes. But yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. You can also subscribe to me here on Twitch if you particularly enjoyed the stream tonight. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. There is a Discord server with all sorts of channels for you to hang out on, both on and off stream. And if any of that interests you, you can check out the links in the Twitch cards below in the YouTube description if you're watching the VOD, or in the Twitch cards below if you're watching this live. Kind of said that backwards, but I kind of stuck a landing. And with that, happy November 1st. I have ceased being a cat boy, but the maid never stops.